What do you say about Chicago, Worf?
The Bears suck.
Yeah. That there Aaron Rodgers marching up and down the field, eh?
No Bears.
No Bears. No Bears allowed, eh?
You know there, eh?
Hey, you gonna go get the picnic basket? Rangers gonna have enough of that and shoot him in the ass, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got their asses whooped. So now it's a big logjam in the NFC North, right?
Right.
So I think that it's a logjam only because the Vikings are just kind of in the way. They're just kind of.
Well, that's who I picked to win the division. They're still alive.
Yeah, I know, but I think they're just kind of in the way. And the Bears are falling, and I think the Packers laid a message out this past weekend.
Yeah.
That's a team to reckon with.
Well, Packers are going to New Orleans this week. That should be a fun one.
Unless you can run the ball.
That's going to be probably a high-scoring game.
Well, now, all these players that were picked up in this little steroid masking agent sting, Deuce McAllister and Will Smith, they're due for hearings this week, I think. So
they're as we speak, they are in New York City, and their lawyer is saying nobody took steroids. This is a bunch of crap. And what a lawyer should say. If I hire him, that's what I want to hear from him.
That's when the little German doctor comes in with the rubber gloves, snaps it. All right, everyone, grab your ankles. We will find out what's going on here.
All right, let's take a break.
All right.
And our new favorite coach, Rod Marinelli, coming up next.
Bang, bang, bang. And now, Cincinnati Bengals highlights from last week. You have been listening to Cincinnati Bengals highlights from last week. Join us again next time for more of the same.
VOTech.
For 10 years, VOTech has been a leader in website development and network solutions. Whether your business has an established website or are preparing to create something new, VOTech can handle every facet of your project. VOTech offers full website and portal design and creation services, including domain registration, site maintenance, dynamic programming, database administration, video streaming, and more. VOTech also offers full e-commerce and e-marketing development and management, as well as complete web hosting services. For more information, see the VOTech section at bangcartoon.com/services. That's bangcartoon.com/services. You can trust your web project to the professionals at VOTech.
I got involved in fantasy football last year, and I can't do that anymore with my friends. They're crazy about it. Who am I going to start for a quarterback, man? Donovan McNabb or Brett Favre? I'm really stressing out. I got to look at some stats. I just want to shake them and say, hey, it's make-believe. I don't know if you're aware of the fact you don't really own a team. The way I look at it, fantasy football is Dungeons and Dragons for guys who used to make fun of kids who used to play Dungeons and Dragons. When you hear somebody say, I want to play Steve McNair, but he's got bad knees on turf. To me, that's the same thing as somebody else saying, I want to play the elf, but the magical sword of justice won't work in the cave of doom.
Hey, what's up? This is Chris from Trapped, and you're listening to John and Tom on the Bang Cartoon Radio Hour.
Back off, I'll take you on. Headstrong to take on anyone. I know that you are wrong. Headstrong, we're
headstrong. What do? Put my head in the sand? No, get up. We got problems. Get up, fight, teach. These are the guys we have. And I got to get them better. They're trying. They're working. Are we getting it done? No. Am I going to get up again tomorrow and work? You bet I am. 100%. I am going to do that.
That's right, John.
You bet it there, Tom. You can always tell a guy that doesn't have a clue when he starts asking questions and answering them himself. When he starts talking to himself about what he's thinking, he just hasn't got any idea at all.
I won't go in your tank. If you got a tank and you're in the tank, I will not join you.
No, might be a shark in the tank. You never know what's in there. Could be like a roof come over the tank. I watch those James Bond movies. You get stuck down there, you drown, and who wants that, huh? I got a hip replacement. I ain't treading water for very long. You stay in your tank. I'll jump in my own.
It's being planned exactly like I want it.
Right.
Yeah, I planned my tank with a gun on it so I can roll it around and shoot. I got one of those kind of tanks, dummy.
All right, Rod Marinelli, coach of the Detroit Lions, in his press conference, and we have confirmed this reporter in the press conference, the one who just will not let up on Marinelli, is indeed Rob Parker.
Rob Parker. He is our new hero.
He is.
He is the hero of the Bang Cartoon Radio Hour. He has such disdain for Rod Marinelli. And you almost feel sorry for Rod Marinelli because he's just this kindly old man hobbling around on his new hip getting picked on by this Rob Parker fella.
Yeah, and every time Rob goes on First Take, he makes Skip look like a fool. So we really like Rob
Not
Parker.
surprised. Yeah, we need to get in touch with him. He's our fella.
So here's the first part of this whole thing between Marinelli and Rob Parker.
Am I discouraged? No way. No. I'm not. And you can ask me that from the cows come home, you're going to get the exact same
so
answer.
If you don't win a game this year,
I'm up this week.
If you don't win a game this year, go 0-16 and get fired, you still feel good about what's happened, these players that
See, the only thing I feel bad about, if I don't work as hard as I can work, I don't get the best out of these guys, and I don't go to work every day upbeat and positive and believing in these people, because they're the ones we have. There's nobody else out there. There's nobody out there. You want to go out on the street and look for me? If you bring somebody back, I'll look at it. You go out in the no. You go out in the street and find one.
Anyone.
So these are the men I have.
Just give me somebody.
Somebody. Go ahead. Right out the back door there. Find me anybody. I'll look at them. I swear to God.
He comes back with Billy.
Yeah, I saw some little kid running through the store the other day. His mother was yelling at him to stop running in the store. I said, no, kid, come on. Let me see some of your moves. See if you can elude the mayonnaise display there. You want to find me somebody? Please.
Oh, God. So this continues on.
I'm going to work. I'm going to encourage them. I'm going to meet. I'm going to walk through exactly like we've done all year.
But that sounds
let me finish. You keep interrupting. Why do you interrupt? let me finish my question. No, it doesn't sound good. It's
sounds good, but it's about results in the NFL.
Can I finish?
Yes.
You asked me a question, right? That's who I am. Okay? Do I know it's about result? I've been in the NFL a long
Asking
time.
and answering.
So I do understand that phase of it, right? And let me finish now.
Wait a minute. He doesn't know what to say. He's just yelling at the guy now.
I know.
Let me finish here. Let me tell you something about finishing. The other day I wanted to finish, and nobody let me finish. So let me finish here. You can let me finish? I'm going to get up every morning with a positive outlook. I'm going to eat my Count Chocula and head on in there and coach the team. That's right. You let me finish?
I believe you win through belief.
That's right. I'm believing. I believe that you're going to let me finish. You let me finish?
Answered?
No, but
Well, ask me again.
it's the league is about results. You
I just
haven't gotten any results. I want to know how you believe in these guys, how you haven't cut any of these players who can't make plays. How come you haven't changed your defense philosophy or defensive coordinator? You've lost 17 out of 18 games, 10 in a row, but yet there are no changes. I don't understand.
See, Rob is a Lions fan. And he is a very frustrated Lions fan.
I should imagine he is. He's like an eternal virgin.
It's hard to disagree. I mean, he's going, okay, you've lost 17 out of 18, you've lost 10 in a row, and you haven't made any changes.
You won't get rid of these players that won't execute? You tell us they won't execute, and you won't change them.
Yeah, the one guy who does, you send to Cleveland, Sean Rodgers.
You know who he sounds like, Rod Marinelli, when that stuff starts? Remember that vulture on the Looney Tunes? No. You gotta encourage them. You gotta let them tell them. You gotta tell them everything's okay. We're gonna go out there, and it's just the way I planned it.
My job first is have a belief.
Yo, gotta believe. Yeah.
I won't go in your tank.
That's right. Nope, not going in that tank. I'm going to get up in the morning feeling positive, go to the bathroom. I'm going to believe we're going to win. I'm going to ride the bus. You know, I don't see him driving to work every day. I see him with his lunchbox on the bus coming into to Ford Field to be the head coach of the line. Dude, they took my company car. Yeah, they got the bailout. You know, so they had to cut back on some things, and the Lions coach car was one of the first things to go.
Oh, man. All right, there's more. Listen.
I think there has been. We are playing young guys right now. We did some things on defense you didn't see.
Yeah, that's
right. If you tell me some of the calls.
Wait, we did some things on defense you didn't see.
Right.
He said, what? Yeah, you went to lunch? What?
Secret stuff out there. We're doing stuff you have no idea what's going on. He's like George Costanza when he's talking about parking.
Right.
I'm doing things over here you have no idea. No. We got stuff out here. You just don't know what you're seeing. You see, if I show you the film, there you see, that looks like the linebacker fell down. Nope. What he was supposed to do.
we made that you didn't see.
I didn't see you stop the 2 running backs.
No, you're just.
I didn't see you stop the 2 running backs. You're right. I didn't see the defense do that.
Well, you know what? They're only allowed to put out 11 guys, you know.
Stop. You're just asking. You asked if we changed anything. You. That's a question you asked me. That is a question. Okay, and I've answered it. We did some things differently. You just don't see them.